As a sync agent, let me tell you 4 things I look for when people send me music. I'm Eric Campbell. I recently launched my own sync agency. And if you're not familiar with that term, a sync agent represents artists and pitches their music to film, TV, and other licensing opportunities. Actually, I'm a producer and a composer myself. I've been working in sync licensing for the last 10 years, creating and pitching my own music for TV, ads, and film. Now I can place other people's music for those same opportunities. I get a lot of people asking me what I look for, so here's some of what I look for when people send me music. The first thing, simple, good music. And this has to be said because there was a time where people felt like they could send their lesser music to the sync opportunity. Like some people would send some music to their label to be released as an artist, and then the other stuff that the label turned back, they might think, oh, well, maybe I'll just pitch this one for TV. But that doesn't work anymore because the bar has been raised and sync opportunities are looking for polished, professional sounds, just like what you would release, just like what playlists are looking for. The only difference with sync is that they're not as time focused. So you can release older material. You can release music that sounds like it was supposed to be made in the 60s, 70s, because TV shows exist in every decade. So retro throwback music actually works really well. Second thing I look for, artists who have their paperwork in order. This means if you have collaborators, you have split sheets already completed, you have IPI numbers for all the PROs. Those are terms to look up if you don't know those acronyms. Ideally, all the writers also have their publishing companies set up with their PROs, but that's not a fixed requirement. In addition, if you hired any musicians, if you purchased the track, if you hired an engineer, you should have work for hire agreements showing that those people have no additional claim onto the song. And this is new for some of you. You should have a one-stop agreement in place. This usually is more of a sync thing, but One Stop gives you the authority to represent the song for sync opportunities without having to go chase down all your other collaborators to get their permission. It authorizes you to license music on behalf of all the collaborators. Third thing I look for is artists that fully control their music, including the instrumental. This means that you can't use leased beats because you don't control them. And unfortunately, even exclusive beats don't work. I'll probably have to do a whole video about this. But the problem with exclusives is that you can't guarantee that that beat wasn't leased before you got the exclusive rights, which means there may be other versions of that instrumental out there somebody else is using. So you can't represent that you are the only one who owns this song. So commission producers, collab with producers, but make sure you own the right. This thing is not mandatory, but if you are an independent artist that's working on your brand, then you're eligible for higher sync fees. Leave a comment if you want to hear more about that last point. Okay, follow me to learn more about sync.